Alrighty guys, welcome back once again to the next day here for the Northern Belt Tour of Duty campaign. I'm Man with Charlie 4 here on Door Kickers 2. Now, I hope you enjoyed the short and sweet last episode with that raid. It was a nice, short, very clean mission in comparison to the first two. Now, we are moving on here to day 4. As you can see with our new objective here, playing commute, as we looked at the briefing for at the end of the last one. This one is our first hostage rescue and our third night raid during this campaign. Now, this doesn't actually look too big of a map, or at least I hope. Just based on what we can see there. Looks like some fairly small rooms and then one major kind of barn-like warehousey type room. Before, however, we jump into the briefing, we're just going to take a look at our guys real quick. 2 days left on Silky's injuries, 1 day left on Tanto's, and 3 days left on Sergey. Who knows? But he basically won't be healed till the end of this 7-day campaign. Kimball got promoted, and so did Kotak at the end of the last mission. Now we have 3 stars to unlock some more gear with if we do need it, but we will look at that once we load into the mission itself. So let's go ahead and let's look at the briefing here for Objective Playing Commute. Another hostage rescue mission. I don't need to tell you how important these are. Intel suggests they have at least 1 hostages, maybe more. Enemy forces are 12 well-organised insurgents. So, we can obviously rescue these hostages, get them out to safety, or eliminate all of the 12 insurgents on site. The fact that they're saying at least 1 hostages in the briefing, I assume we have 2 or 3. I'm not assuming that it's going to be 1. It's most likely more than that. So we need to be very quick. We need to be quiet where possible. Hold these angles and cover each other whilst also clearing everything quick and clean. So let's load in. Let's get a look at the layout and our deployment zones. Okay, so it's a slightly larger map than I'd like. I'm assuming everyone is located within the building itself. Obviously, it being a hostage rescue, I shouldn't really use any wall breaches here. That could be very dangerous, though we could wall breach the main garage door, but this would be very, very loud. Now, we have no way of getting through these window gratings currently, but we could look at unlocking the torch. The power, however, for this building is internal, making this a lot harder for us. Now we've got a locked bathroom at the back. We could expect a hostage down here. We've also got a fuse box up top in the barn here. So I'm assuming this fuse box will do the main barn warehousey type building, and this one will do the more residential area. Now, if we were able to get to that one, that might be ideal and would let us be able to fight this in darkness. However, looking at our entrances, we have a locked door in the bottom corner and a locked door on this side. Other than burning the grating or blowing through these big garage doors, we don't really have a clean way of getting in there. Now, simply by looking at the building itself, I will get someone, not Kotak, to clear this dead space. I'm hoping it's empty out back, but better to be safe than sorry. And I would like, this window is open, there's nothing blocking it, so I would like to get someone, probably, I mean, it doesn't really matter which side, if we're being honest, to hold this angle. That covers 3 doors here, and would be very useful to have someone holding. Also means if we get someone from, say, up this edge, they can clear all of this exterior space while they are at it. Now, looking at the other windows, down the bottom here, we could clear this window and enter the residential area at the bottom here, allowing us to clear down this bottom area. That will, however, make some noise, but it is the only window I think we can properly get access to and through without requiring any extra tools. Now, this door here, we could hammer, we could blast through it with a slap charge. Slap charges are relatively quiet compared to, obviously, a wall charge. So we could do them. We could simultaneously breach both sides with a slap charge. If we're getting someone to clear this top anyway, we can get someone to go and hold the angle through this window here, covering this dead ground behind the car from these two doorways, or the truck. We can even get one either side, so one can come hold that way, and one can come hold that way. That would eliminate two of our people to hold that angle to begin with, and this would eliminate two people as well, leaving two for down the bottom, which is fine. It's a six troop operation, this one, so we can get them in. We can do this plan. I think that's a good way to start this off. So we're going to start by removing everyone, and we're going to just have a little look real quick at who we want and what we want to do. Now, this is a night op, and it is a hostage rescue, so we want to try and be quick. We want to try and be clean. We want to try and not use too many explosives, stuff like that, if we can help it. I'm hoping slap charging these doors will be fine, and that no one's going to be behind them, especially hostage wise. We need to bring a dynamic hammer for the bathroom, so whoever's going down the bottom is going to have to dynamic hammer, because I don't want to slap charge that, because the hostage could be right behind that door. So we're going to start by actually going through and looking at the person who's got kind of like the highest assault and marksmanship here. Which is actually Tanto, who is currently out of action. So next would be Kotak. We could get Kotak down on that bottom window, holding that doorway. Although, to be honest, we could throw Hollis down there. His marksmanship isn't bad. We can throw a suppressor on his 249. We'll do that. Now, we aren't going to get him to carry any explosives or anything. Hollis, we are going to put the bottom there. He can clear this dead ground and move around to this window, and then cover this corridor area down here. Next, if we go up and look at our assaults, we get them all fitted with M4 suppressors. We'll get Kim with some slap charges, though Kim, I think I want to go hold one of the windows. I think we'll get Kimball holding the other one up top. Now going and breaching, I think we're going to get Kotak down the bottom with the dynamic hammer. We're We're going to swap him out from an M4 to an MK18. Just hope it's the better option here. And he will be our person that will go around the bottom and breach through the window down here. We then need 2 people to breach the doors here and here. So this is where I believe we bring mainframe into this. And I think we get Jack back in on this one as well.
Affirmative. Will go.
So now let's try and execute this plan that we kind of have in mind.
Lock and load. Let's do this.
So I would like Hollis to come out to the fence line. Clear that down there. But go the long route round the back. Provide yourself with a little bit of cover there. Actually, that should hopefully be that covered. As he comes out, get him to just focus this close corner. Move around there. We're just going to get him to non-stop, go all the way around and down to that Kotak. We're just going to get to move straight down and hug this edge here and approach the wall. Wait for an alpha command to then break the window. And then pie that out. Then on a Bravo, because hopefully that doorway will be held. We will move there, holding that angle towards that door. Then on a Bravo, you can climb through. This is going to be a risky door opening here. We've got to be careful. This corridor should be being held, though we've got to be careful of the through angle. This is the main issue. You know what? We're going to can anything after this. In fact, can anything after that. We'll just get him to wait there for the moment.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
In fact, move back. Use to cover that bottom area before you then pie around. And push in, covering that. her to cover that as well. Hopefully we can time this relatively well here. It might take them slightly too long. We're going to put these guys on a Charlie command up top. Go from there. So we've got them holding different angles as they kind of move in and approach in the building, hopefully clearing their corners and a bit dead ground. But these guys on Charlie commands up the top, so these guys can set their charges first. But then once they're in position on Alpha, which we will also add the explosives onto the Alpha trigger, we'll trigger the Charlie for them to move up and start approaching the windows. And as they do, we will detonate the charges so that people face away from the windows and they can move in. So let's give this a whirl.
Charlie, go.
Covering.
Alpha, go.
Clear.
Alpha, go.
Hold on.
Tango down. On target. Clear. Clear.
Okay. I think we've got some more people here that haven't left the room yet. We've got a hostage by the front. We need to try and keep them as safe as possible here. It's this dead ground up top that I'm a little bit worried about. We will get him to move in and cover that door there. We're going to get Kimball. A bit of a better line than that, please. To sprint around to here. So we're going to get him to move up and cover that top there. And then once he's here, he can go grab this hostage and then get them back out to safety. Kotak is going to immediately move right here, holding that window. Go round. I'm going to add a trigger there to wait. And everyone at this point is going to be toggled off of go silent. If you see, you shoot. That is what we want. Right, this second, we need to try and get these hostages safe. So let's continue here. So we're going to move him out, holding focus on this corner. He goes up, put it in the doorway area there. Get him to check that room, though he is kind of literally face checking it at this time. Kotak is now going to go and hop in this room here. Okay, so we're going to go cut power here. And move, just double check that room is clear. Then move down to this doorway. He is going to move to stack up on this door. See, I don't particularly want him to hammer that door without someone covering it. Hollis.
Waiting for Alpha.
Good job.
Oh, sweet. It was just the one hostage after all. Said at least one. I guess that counts. Okay. I guess that counts. Okay. Yeah, I was expecting to have to clear more of that. Right, let's watch this back real quick. Though that didn't take very long at all.
Setting charge. Setting charge. Ready to burn. Charge ready. On target. Waiting for Alpha.
So what I would like to watch here, though,
Charlie,
is a
go.
bit more of this breach up the top side. So we're going to watch this in half speed. So they pie
Alpha,
and then cover
go.
these windows. For some reason, the door charges didn't quite go off on the first alpha trigger. That's them shooting down the bottom. So there's one dude up here
Got him. Covering.
with an SVS1 through the door. Oh, and a second. The cross coverage. Unfortunately, Kim couldn't quite see over the front of the truck to eliminate them. So we're just going to just jump back a little bit here real quick and just watch this bottom side breach as well.
Go.
As they then break this window. Hollis with a 249 in this doorway works quite well. Kotak here getting, I think, the one on the initial peak. Oh no, he didn't even get one, but he injured them both. But then holding this angle is really, really dangerous with the dude that's here. However, he didn't quite have the angle, I guess, to get any shots off. Got backup sprinting in here to come and rescue the hostage, whilst we have coverage on the door from two angles. A small pie of that room, then up here to cut off the power.
Cover the hostage. Done.
Helping to get the hostage out in darkness there. Getting ready to breach this bathroom, which, if no hostage, my luck, probably had a suicide bomber behind it, so good thing we got the hostage out before we breached. So, overall, not too bad. Quite a nice actual assault here on this farm residence. That was day 4. Now we're on to day 5 here of the Northern Belt campaign. New day, welcome to hell. Day 5 of 7, new mission objective, Happy Servant. 19 troops available for deployment. Promotions. Mainframe has been promoted to PFC. Kim and Hollis have been promoted to Specialist. The squad as a whole has been promoted to level 4, and we now have another doctrine point available. So, let's go and have a look at this. We've actually got 2 doctrine points available now. Short range burst is very useful. I think we're going to get surgical shooting. It's super useful. Getting the upgrades for like the marksmans and the support weapons could be useful, but I think we should focus on our main rifle usage, seeing as 3/4 of our people really that we use are using rifles of some description. I think it's also wise that we get transition here, just in case someone runs out of ammo and can't get a reload off if someone is up in their grill. So that will now help. Now here, Objective Happy Servant is a clear hostiles mission on what looks to be another large, very similar to our Day 2 compound, if not the same actually, just rotated. Yeah. Very similar. Not quite the same building layouts, but similar. A lot more windows. So this one looks to be tricky. We get bonus rewards for this objective here. However, Day 5 will continue in the next one. Thank you all for coming out and watching this one here today. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you have enjoyed this series so far. If you have, let me know. We can do some more. You know, do it with a different group. Maybe even look at throwing some mods on. Trying it with some mod stuff. But yeah. A couple more days here for this tour of duty. And we'll see what happens at the end, because I'm actually not sure. So, if you've liked this one, please do like, subscribe, all of that jazz. You can find out more links down below in my Linktree link for Discord, Twitch, stuff like that. Otherwise, I do appreciate you coming out. Thank you. Have a good day, night, evening, day, morning, whatever it might be for you at the time of watching this. Hope you have a good time until the next one, and I'll see you then.